And it is done. I'm very excited today because I finally bought equipment and completed the basic bread making things you need. A weighing scale. I used to have one, but the LED screen was broken. I have a cutter, a bread scraper, a probe thermometer, and an oven thermometer. Today I'm just going to make a basic bread. No eggs, no sugar, no butter, just a basic white bread. And test out the new equipment that I bought. 75 grams of water, 2.5 grams of salt, 1.5 grams of instant yeast, and finally 125 grams of bread flour. I had a bit of trouble with putting in the yeast. It seems that if you put it in slowly, it doesn't register quite quickly. So sometimes if you put the yeast slowly, it just registers as 0 grams. So I might have put a bit too much yeast in here. But that's fine. It's trial and error. It's new equipment, so I'm still getting used to it. But I'll get there. Eventually, it's gonna be a smooth process once I'm used to it. For now, something to note is that next time that I'm gonna use yeast, I'm gonna have to use the more sensitive weighing scale that I used to use. No problem with that. Now time to mix it in. See that? Stuck in my hands. Used to use a spoon, not anymore. Dough scraper. Temperature probe. Time to check the temperature of the dough. It's 25.5 degrees Celsius, a bit warm, but that's fine. I was expecting it to be a bit colder because I'm using air conditioning, but apparently the best temperature for the bread dough for it to proof is around 20 degrees Celsius to 25. It's a bit over, but that's fine. Not the end of the world. Now it's time for me to proof the bread. So the past few bakes I've been making, I haven't been covering it up. Once I tried covering it up with tissue, but the reason why you have to cover it up is so that the surface of the dough doesn't get dry, keeps the moisture in. So there you go. Now I know. I've always had this container, never used it. Now I know that it's a good thing. It's a very good for bread making. Well, I'm gonna leave this for around 30 minutes to proof, and I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes done. Time to fold this bread. And something to share, when I was starting bread making, I was really worried about the proofing. I really hated it because you have to wait 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. And then, eventually I got used to it right now because I adopted. Now I love it. I love the bread, the proof process, because while you're waiting for 30 minutes, you get to work. You get to be productive. Literally in these 30 minutes, I washed all the dishes, made my bed, and did some organizing, like the stuff used for bread making. And it's really productive, You get to wait for the bread to proof, and then you get to be productive and do other things. And then also the time pressure of having to do it in 30 minutes really adds pressure and makes you more productive. You get to do it faster because it's like a game. There's a time limit. You gotta finish washing the dishes and cleaning the bed and everything within 30 minutes. So it's a really enjoyable process, and I hope it stays that way because it's the first time I did it and it's really fun. So there you go. Folded the bread, putting it back in, covering it up so that the moisture doesn't escape. Then I'll see you in another 30 minutes. All right, it's been 30 minutes again, and I'm gonna check how the proofing's going of this bread, and then I'm gonna refold it after. And just to nail the point, within that 30 minutes, I've been able to been really productive. I flossed, brushed my teeth, shower, did a number 2, and I checked all my emails and social media just in case some of my loved ones or work answered their emails. And I also started to preheat the oven. A new equipment of mine that I just bought is an oven thermometer. And I really needed this one apparently because I've been trying to preheat it at 200 degrees Celsius for only around 20 minutes. And as you can see, it's going all the way to 250. No wonder my bread's been getting burnt. So this is really needed. Gonna have to cool this down a bit to 200 degrees Celsius. There we have it. Perfectly at around 210 degrees Celsius. And that's where it's supposed to be at. In terms of the handle, it needs to be at around 180 degrees. And it registers as an actually 210 degrees Celsius. And this is done preheating. I'm gonna cut the bread. Finally bought a cutter. Already cut it, but I didn't realize I wasn't recording. So just to retake, I checked the proofing, seems good, and then I decided to cut it. Did a bit of those design things that the bakers do. Let's see how that works out. Then I'm gonna put it in the preheated oven, and then I'll see you guys later. Bread is done. I had this in the oven for around 20 minutes. There we go. And now to probe the bread. And if it's done, the inside needs to be at least 94 to 100 degrees, not more, not less. And there we have it, 98 degrees Celsius. So it's cooked, not too much, just right. Now to taste the bread. And it is done. So far, in terms of consistency, I'd say this is the best one yet. A bit salty though. I think I put too much salt this time.